With just a few weeks left until the OnePlus 7 series breaks cover, these new devices are starting to come into focus pretty clearly. In brief, we've got two phones, three cameras, 90Hz, 10 gigs, and 4000 mAh. And if you're a OnePlus fan, this is shaping up to be a pretty great year to upgrade. So let's dive into what we know so far. The biggest change this year is the move to a two-device approach. With the announcement of its May 14th launch event recently, OnePlus confirmed the OnePlus 7 will actually be a series of phones, the OnePlus 7 and the OnePlus 7 Pro. For what it's worth, for the US market, OnePlus is only talking about the 7 Pro right now. Other markets, including Europe and Asia, are much more likely to get both versions. That probably means OnePlus is looking to push the envelope even further than the 6T in terms of price. The vanilla OnePlus 7 should probably occupy the same budget flagship segment that OnePlus has dominated in recent years, while the 7 Pro might seek to challenge more expensive flagships like the Galaxy S10 and Huawei P30 Pro. So this is the most reliable spec sheet we've been able to draw up based on the leaked information out there on both phones. Let's focus on the 7 Pro for now though, because it's the more exciting device of the two, and there are a few important firsts for OnePlus here. First Quad HD screen for the company, first ultra-wide camera in a OnePlus phone, and the first to include a 90Hz OLED display. So what is a 90Hz display? Well, it refers to the number of frames that can be displayed every second on the screen. Most current phones have a 60Hz refresh rate, so a 90Hz panel would look significantly smoother than that because it's throwing more frames at your eyeballs. This is the kind of thing you really have to see for yourself though, because it is very difficult to capture on video. Both generations of Razer phone used 120Hz LCD displays, which were set to run at 90Hz as standard, and there really is quite a big difference to behold, though it'll be interesting to see what kind of trade-offs there might be around screen brightness or battery life. The 7 Pro's screen is also rumoured to be a curved OLED panel, which is apparently backed up by this image of the phone doing the rounds in recent weeks on Chinese social media. The other big thing with the OnePlus 7 Pro's display is the lack of any notch. This we know thanks to some of the earliest and most corroborated rumours around the device. Instead of a big screen border or a notch, OnePlus will give us a pop-up selfie camera, complete with moving parts and all the possibilities of breakage that potentially brings. It also means it's almost certain the OnePlus 7 Pro won't include any kind of official IP rating for water resistance just because of all those moving parts that are involved. There's also reported to be a nice big battery bump included in both OnePlus 7 models. In the case of the Pro, that should help offset a possibly more power-hungry display, and the 30-watt warp charging that we first saw in the McLaren Edition 6T should make it across to both models for even quicker refills than before. But there's a lot more to the OnePlus 7 Pro's camera setup than just the dinky new pop-up selfie shooter though. Triple cameras are seen as table stakes for a high-end phone these days, so it's great to hear the rumours of regular wide, ultra-wide and telephoto cameras coming to the 7 Pro in what likely is a very big upgrade from the 6T. The rumoured 48MP main sensor is likely the same Sony IMX586 that we saw in the Honor View 20 back in January, an impressive sensor by any standard. The regular non-Pro OnePlus 7 is set to get rid of the ultra-wide camera and just stick with the telephoto and the main, while the pop-up selfie camera is replaced by a traditional notch-based setup around the front. Both trade-offs would make sense for a less expensive phone. Optical in-screen fingerprint scanning is also set to return in both OnePlus 7 models according to the leaks, and while I was less than impressed with OnePlus's in-screen fingerprint efforts in the 6T, we've already seen big improvements in optical in-screen fingerprint tech in the Huawei P30 Pro, so I'm pretty confident there will be a substantial upgrade in performance in the OnePlus 7. The OnePlus 7 series will launch at 4 concurrent events in New York, London, Beijing, and Bangalore on May 14th, and Android Central will be live from at least 3 of those to bring you full coverage of the most exciting OnePlus launch in years. Let us know in the comments what else you want to see from a next-gen OnePlus phone and how you're liking the rumoured 7 and 7 Pro based on the leaks. That's it for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.